Today is very auspicious day called Maha Shivaratri. There is Shivratri in every month. And once in a year, there is Maha Shivaratri. How many of you knew this, that there is a Shivaratri every month? Some of you. Maybe half of you are not aware. Actually, there is a Shivaratri every month, but this is called Maha Shivaratri. Among all the Shivaratris, this is considered as the greatest Shivaratri. So, even though the title is Rudra Gita or Lord Shiva's prayers, we will also discuss various aspects of Lord Shiva and expand our knowledge about Lord Shiva so that we have the right idea of this person, a great personality, so that we can rightly approach, offer prayers and take benefits of Lord Shiva. So when you hear the word Shiva, it's not some ordinary name in terms of popularity. At least in India, if you count the number of people who have the name Shiva, give me some combination of the names of Shiva that you have heard in your life. How many of your name is having the word Shiva here? Nobody's name? Directly? What's your name? Yes. Shiva Pratap Singh. Very nice. Give him a big round of applause. Okay. So like this, you all have come across so many people in our life whose name is somewhere, some Shiva will be there, like Shiva Pratap, Shiva Kumar, or what else? Shiva, Shivanand, Shiva Shankar, Sada Shiva, Shiva Prasad, Shiva Krishna, Gauri Shankar. Okay, that is synonym, but sorry, Shiva Shambhu, Sadashiva. So like this, either in our own family or in our neighborhood or in our school, college, in our workplace, it's very common to find this name Shiva. Does anyone know what is the meaning of the word Shiva? Yes. What is this meaning? Meaning of the name Shiva. You already, some of you must be knowing, right? What is the meaning? Auspicious. In Sanskrit, Shiva means auspicious. Auspicious in Sanskrit, Pavitram or Mangalam. You see, Mangalam. Mangala means let there be auspicious. Means there is no bad. Everything is good. That is called auspicious. So that auspiciosity is what called Shiva. Whenever you hear the word Shiva, the meaning of that word is auspicious. What is the opposite word of auspicious? Inauspicious. What does it mean? Like for example, there is some nice function going on in your home. Suddenly somebody dies. It is considered inauspicious. Death is considered as inauspicious. As some accident happens, they say, oh, something inauspicious happened. Like this, so many things we know inauspicious. But auspicious means something which brings purity and good everywhere. That is called Shiva or Shivam. So that is the meaning of the name Shiva. Of course, the same personality has got many other names, like any other, in our Vedic culture, there are many great personalities. They have got many names, like Gauri Shankar, because he is the husband of Mother Gauri, So because of their activities, because of their relationship with so many other people, and their function, the place they belong to, so they get many names. But the primary name of this personality is Shiva. And today's Shivaratri. It is not Shiva Madhyana, or it is not some Shiva day. It is actually the night, Shiva Ratri. The speciality of today is, if you want to get the benefit of Shivaratri, we have to spend our time discussing, hearing, and glorifying about Lord Shiva. Hear about him, know more about him. So when we do that, we get the highest benefit. Lord Shiva becomes very happy with us and he will give his blessings. So all of you have made the right choice or the best choice to come here to discuss about Lord Shiva. I, as a person, I grew up in a family where worship of Lord Shiva is considered topmost. Since my childhood, I always worshipped Lord Shiva with great devotion since very childhood. So for us, Shivaratri, even today in my home, is a very big festival for my parents and for all of us. So how we used to celebrate Shivaratri, I will share with all of you. Some of you will be probably able to remember your own home days also. So, first of all, Shivaratri in our home, or popularly in Karnataka, used to be the fasting day, Upavasa. But only after coming to ISKCON, I realized what is the meaning of fasting. Because morning some uppittu will be made. Because today is fasting. Evening some chitranna will be made. It's a fasting. Fasting means you are not going to eat full stomach. You will eat some breakfast items. So that is called like fasting. Anyway, and then of course all family members, all of us, we should visit. We were visiting Lord Shiva's temple, long queue, and stand there, offer prayers and come back. The moment we come back, then so many items will be cooked and we all sit and eat. And after eating, now the Shivaratri means the night has to be spent. We are not supposed to sleep. We were told when I was young, the Shivaratri night we are not supposed to sleep. How many of you knew this? You're all ready to be awake today? Sure. Let me see how many of you will be awake. So it was told we are not supposed to sleep. Then how do we spend the night? Unfortunately, at that time, we didn't have ISKCON connection, so we don't know what is the meaning of Jagarana or Jagrata, as they call it in North India. So what we used to do is, we used to watch TV and they used to play some movies on Lord Shiva. Every year, same movie. And no problem, because we can hear the same pastime again and again. So one movie, but movie will be for 2.5 hours, not more than that, right? So it will start by 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock and get over by 12 o'clock. But what to do remaining night? So after the movie gets over, all the neighbors will come together to do Antyakshari. Not of Lord Shiva's name, some movie songs, Antyakshari. So the Antyakshari will go on. Then after that some another game will start. And some other men will be sitting and playing cards. So the whole purpose is, don't sleep, that's all. You can play Antyakshari, you can play some cinema, some other cinema, or do whatever you want to do. But don't sleep. How many of you have seen this kind of Shivaratris? Some of us, right? See, most of us. So that is how Shivaratri used to be, unfortunately. But still, I'm so happy that in our country, at least this much is being followed. They may not know exactly what to do because there is nobody to tell them. That is because we don't have the genuine sadhus to teach the dharma. It is because of the blessings of Prabhupada today we are getting all these things. So, this is how throughout my school days and childhood until I came to college, so this is how very diligently Shivratri was followed every year without missing anything. But, as I said, the real Shivratri means we have to spend our time hearing about Lord Shiva, his true glories. Who is he? What are his activities? What is his greatness? What he wants all of us to do. Then you will have a genuine relationship with Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva will be very happy. And it is said, there are many, many stories in Markandeya Purana, how by being awake on Shivaratri, hearing about Lord Shiva, if we spend our time, how there are a lot of blessings upon all of us. So are you all ready to do proper Shivaratri? So everybody is not answering. Some of them probably want some Antyakshari, I think. Do you want? No? Okay. The Antyakshari is over. Before we came, the devotees did beautiful Sankirtana. That is a real Antyakshari for devotees, right? Panchakshari, Om Namah Shivaya, they chanted. And they also chanted the Shodasha Aksharas, Hare Krishna mantra. So this is the real Antyakshari for all of us. So, as we begin discussing about Lord Shiva, many of you have written questions. I've also made so many points. What all we can discuss about Lord Shiva today. And also there is Rudra Gita in Srimad Bhagavatam. And whatever we discuss today, it is from Shastra. It is not from somebody's imagination. Not that somebody imagine and then start speaking whatever they want. No, it is from Shastra. And the Shastras are given by Vyasadeva. Not again some ordinary human being wrote. Vyasadeva. Vyasaya Vishnurupaya. Vyasaya Vishnurupaya. Lord Vishnu came as Vyasadeva to give all the Shastras to all of us. Vedas and Upanishads and Puranas. Because ordinary people, they don't have any knowledge about God. Who are we? What is this world? So God himself comes. Dharmantu sakshat bhagavat pranitam. Bhagavat pranitam. Lord himself comes and tells us everything. So, Vyasaya Vishnurupaya. Vishnurupaya Vyasaya. He's the Lord Vishnu. He comes and gives us all the Vedic literature. And from that Vedic literature, we should develop proper understanding of Lord Shiva. Who is this great personality? So, before social media like Facebook and Instagram, at least I always, my exposure to Lord Shiva, very nice exposure to Lord Shiva was one serial in DD1 called Om Namah Shivaya. One serial used to come. Monday evening, night, I think 9 o'clock, something like that. Many, many years back. So that was and as far as possible they tried to show Lord Shiva in the proper way at that time. Now that the social media has taken over, the Facebook, Instagram prominently, and maybe WhatsApp status and all that. Suddenly one new trend has started. And most of the youngsters have become the fans of Lord Shiva. And they'll be playing some very powerful mantras and songs of Lord Shiva. And they'll be not in the temple, they'll be in the gym. They're all nice devotees of Lord Shiva, but their inspiration for Lord Shiva is for what? Is to develop strong body like Lord Shiva. And they'll be doing some, squats or lifting, power lifting and push-up and all these things. And meanwhile, they'll be showing Shiva picture also. Have you all seen that? Yes or no? See, it's very nice that we take inspiration from Lord Shiva for this aspect. If it was only that much, no problem. But unfortunately, suddenly some images of Lord Shiva comes which is very disrespectful to Lord Shiva. Can anybody guess what are those images, paintings or images of Lord Shiva? Lord Shiva smoking some ganja. Have you seen that? What else? What else you have seen? Like this. Bhang. Drinking bhang. So once I was in North India for some trip, folk trip. So we were going in some place and there was one Lord Shiva's temple. Suddenly some people came. Prasad le lijiye, prasad. Oh, prasad, the moment the word you hear the prasad, ISKCON prasad, we immediately take. And what is this? They said, Shivji ka prasadam hai. Ye kya hai Shivji ka prasad? Ye bhang hai, something like that. And first time in my life I heard bhang, because we don't know here what is bhang. And those days especially, bhang is kind of an intoxicant. And they said, how can anybody offer intoxicant to God and distribute as prasadam? It was, such a new concept for us. Anyway, so people show Lord Shiva consuming alcohol, and they say, because I worship Lord Shiva and he drinks alcohol, so I will also drink alcohol. So this is another kind of showing Lord Shiva. So when we see all these things, it tells us that their bhakti, their shraddha, their faith in Lord Shiva is so nice. But unfortunately, their knowledge about Lord Shiva is not at all nice. What do you all say? You have to see both. It is so nice to see our own Indians having faith in Lord Shiva, worshipping Lord Shiva. But unfortunately, they have wrong ideas about Lord Shiva. And unknowingly, probably they don't know, they are depicting and showing Lord Shiva in a wrong way. It is not as per the Vedic literature. It is simply somebody's wrong imagination. Isn't it? Any questions so far connected to this? Anybody has written so far? Why Lord Shiva? Somebody asked Prabhupada, Lord Shiva drinks bhang. So can we also drink bhang because we are worshipper? So immediately Prabhupada said, Lord Shiva, he also drinks poison. Samudra Manthan? Samudra Manthan pastime. What did Shiva drank there? Did he drink Amrita or did he drink Hala Hala? That's how he got the name Neelakantha. See here, you can see there how Lord Shiva is drinking poison. So why you are to drink only bhang? If you follow Shiva, you follow completely, no? Why don't you drink poison also? Can you drink? Is it? That means I am selectively following Lord Shiva. Whatever is favorable for me, I will take. Whatever is not favorable for me, I will not take. This is not the way of worshipping any personality. First of all, we will discuss about it, whether Lord Shiva drinks bhang or alcohol or not. But at least what he drank, everyone knows from the Shastra. There is no doubt about this. But there is a doubt whether Shiva drinks bhang, alcohol. That is a doubtful. Here for this, there is no doubt. Do you all have any doubt? There is no doubt. Shiva drank poison because of which he got the name Neelakantha. Kantha means the throat. Neela, his throat became bluish. Why his throat became bluish? Because he drank poison. And he sustained that poison here. Neelakantha. And that too, why did he drink poison? Is it that he has some fantasy of drinking poison? Or he has is he some mad person? Why did he drink poison? Did he want to commit suicide or what? Why did he drink poison? Anybody knows? He drank poison for the benefit of the whole world. Otherwise, that poison was spreading everywhere and it was going to kill. It was not ordinary poison, for all of your information. In the poison also, there are multiple levels. You should know that. In the poison also, there are multiple levels. Like in the snake, there are the varieties of snakes. And there is one snake called Kailasa. If it bites, immediately you will die. Some other snake, if it bites, it takes some time for the poison to spread, and then you will die. At least some time is there. But there are some snake, especially called Kalinga or Kailasa. If that bites, on spot death. That means among the poison also there are many varieties of poisons. And this poison that Lord Shiva took, called Hala, was about to kill the whole universe. Not some ordinary people. The big devatas who were there in that Samudra Mantana, they all fell unconscious. Not some ordinary people. The devatas' capacity is not some ordinary person's capacity. We are very small people. Devatas are very powerful people. Even those powerful people fell unconscious. And what is the mentality of Lord Shiva when he sees others in trouble? Vaishnava paradukha dukhi. The quality of a Vaishnava is that he doesn't want to see anybody in difficulty. The moment you see somebody going through any trouble, going through any difficulty, he is ready to solve their problem. He's so compassionate. His heart melts immediately. So, anyway, we'll discuss this little later in little more detail. But Lord Shiva drank poison for sake of saving the world. But today people are drinking bhang and alcohol in the name of Lord Shiva. Is it for saving the world? What do you all think? They can't save their own life also. There is no question of saving the people. So we should be very careful that right way of following Shiva is following his instruction, not trying to imitate Lord Shiva like this. So whenever we see like this great people, inspiring people like Lord Shiva, we all want to follow in our life and take inspiration from them. There are many people, heroes from Bollywood, Tollywood, Kollywood, Hollywood. We all want to take inspiration from them. We celebrate their birthday or many things we do, right? Like recently, one actor in Kannada cinema industry died, passed away, and 30 lakh people came. Why that many people came? Because they're inspired by that person. And here is person, Lord Shiva, not 30 lakh. Even like, some probably 50 crore, 100 crore people, or maybe in many other planets and universe, they'll be remembering him and celebrating. He is very great personalities. Very great personalities. So when we follow, we should have a right understanding of them. Otherwise, we will develop some ajnana, wrong knowledge about them. So let us hear different incidents in from Lord Shiva's lives, so that we get proper idea of Lord Shiva. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is an incarnation of Lord Krishna. In the Vayu Purana it is said, Kalau, in the Kali Yuga, for sake of spreading the Sankirtana, for sake of spreading the holy name, which is Yuga Dharma, Bhavishyami Shachi Sutaha, I will appear in the womb of Mother Shachi Devi as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Gauranga Mahaprabhu to spread Harinama Sankirtana. Krishna came as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And when he came, he gave some instructions. Very important instructions he gave. And one of the instructions which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said is very important. That is, Amanina Manadena. If you want to become a good devotee, this is something very important. It's a symptom of a devotee. Like what is a symptom of gold? The symptom of gold is it shines very nicely. It's very shining material. It's not some dull material. So like that, what is a symptom of a Vaishnava? What is a symptom of a nice person, devotee? He said, Amanina Manadena. A devotee has this quality called Amani, Mana. What is the meaning of Man? mana, respect. Respect, honor. Amana means opposite word. The devotee is the one who he doesn't have any desire for respect. He has no desire for respect. Krishna also tells this in Bhagavad Gita many times. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also, when Krishna came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he reiterated it. If you want to be peaceful, if you really want to be happy in this world, then you should have this something called amana. Don't have any expectation in this world that some respect I want in this world. But today, if you watch carefully, people are mad after respect. Mad after respect. And it is considered something very normal. But Bhagavad Gita says it is not normal, it is abnormal. If somebody is running behind respect, honor, it is actually abnormal. It is a disease. Many people may think, oh really? What is wrong in expecting respect? Hijjat kamana hai. Right? Zindagi mein. Like this we think. Anyways, so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Krishna says, Amani, a real devotee has no desire for any respect in this world. Because this world is designed in such a way, you will be put into so many situations where you will not get, you will only get disrespect. You have to try, keep on trying to get respect. Mana apamana, Krishna says, Shitoshna sukha dukkeshu, mana apamana. Many times this word mana apamana, Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita. One has to be very careful. Amani mana dena. I have no desire for respect, but I want to give all respect. This is the desire of a real devotee. So we can see this quality in Lord Shiva in one of the famous incident that many people know called Daksha Prajapati's Yajna. In Bhagavatam, 4th canto, Srimad Bhagavatam, there is an elaborate description of this. Daksha is a personality who is the son of Lord Brahma. He is called son of Brahma. Daksha Prajapati. He is called Prajapati because when this world was created, in the beginning of the creation, when the world was created, it is the job of the Daksha to create varieties of bodies in this world. Like aquatics, birds, beasts, devatas, like this, there are many bodies. It's a big discussion what Daksha does. So he has many daughters. And the first daughters of Daksha is called Dakshayini because she is the daughter of Daksha. She is also called Sati Devi. She is eternal consort of Lord Shiva. She's actually Parvati Devi. So because she's always inseparable consort of Lord Shiva, so she was married to Lord Shiva. This Daksha did not like this. And so he was performing one very big yajna called Daksha Prajapati Yajna. So everybody was invited, but only Lord Shiva was not invited for that. Just see, as I already told you, I remember when I was high school, so there was one fight in our relatives. The fight was in one of the marriage function, somebody was not invited. So that family was extremely upset. Not invited means not that really not invited. The wedding card was sent by post. Nobody didn't go personally to invite them. So it was considered as not inviting those days. It is probably like sending on WhatsApp. So anyway, they felt so insulted, so humiliated, so disrespected that these people, they didn't invite us. And they said, From today onwards, our relationship is over. We will not come to your home, you don't come to our home. If this much, it is okay. But they were so angry that they continuously speaking bad about you wherever they go. Suddenly they become your dushman, enemy. They are like this, they are like that, and all this thing. See what happens in this world. If somebody doesn't invite you, somebody doesn't invite you for a birthday party, somebody doesn't invite you for whatever parties, I don't know, you all keep attending. So if somebody doesn't invite you, you feel offended. So Daksha did not invite Shiva and his own daughter, Dakshayani. Just see. But Lord Shiva was not at all feeling bad for this. He was happy. As I told you, one of the quality of a Vaishnava is that, first of all, he has no expectation that somebody should give me respect. He has no expectation. If you really like Shiva, you should know what are his qualities. What makes him Shiva? As I said, Shiva means what? Auspicious. What is making him auspicious? These qualities. Lord Shiva has no expectation that somebody should give me any respect. So his own father-in-law, Daksha Prajapati, actually Shiva is, in terms of his position, is far, far superior to Daksha. It's somebody like, somebody who is working below you. If that person doesn't respect you, how bad it will be. First of all, not respecting only will make us bad. Those who are below us doesn't respect will make us even more angry. Like you go to office, some cleaning person will be there and he doesn't show any respect to you. Will you get angry? Oh, you will get angry. My God. Unka tevar dekho. See his attitude. How much this thing. Or imagine sometimes you go by auto or cab and some driver doesn't give you sufficient respect. You really feel very bad. Because you expect these people should respect me like this. So Lord Shiva, who is so superior, he was not disturbed. But anyway, Lord Shiva, because that was an important event now for the whole world, Lord Shiva he decided, I'll go, even though not invited, I'll go and attend this program. So he came to attend the yajna. And he was seated like this, like how you're all seated. So he was seated, Brahma, Vishnu, and Lord Shiva, they were all seated. And this Daksha came, he walked inside of that, where the program was going on, yajna was going on. So when he came, everybody stood up as a mark of respect to Daksha, except for Brahma, Vishnu, and all of them. So sages and devatas, because they all came from Prajapati only, they all stood up. So Brahma did not get up because he is the father of Daksha. Lord Vishnu did not get up because he is Supreme Lord. And Daksha worships Vishnu. And Shiva also didn't get up because he's also, and he's completely absorbed always. Like in my childhood, in my home, we had big photo of Lord Shiva. And in that, Shiva is sitting in the meditation. I used to always think, what meditation Lord Shiva is doing? This was $1 million question in my mind. What is the Shiva meditating on? What is he doing? Bhagavatam says Lord Shiva is always absorbed in meditating on the Supreme Lord in the form of Lord Rama. Anyway, that we'll discuss later. So Lord Shiva, who is not bothered, so he was in his meditation, he didn't get up. This made Daksha so angry. You see, there are two people. One is Shiva, other one is Daksha. Shiva is not at all angry or upset that Daksha is not giving me any respect. But Daksha is so angry and upset that Shiva is not giving me respect. You see, there are two types of people. Are you able to see this? He became so angry. Daksha. And what did he do? See, sometimes you are angry, you are upset, you just walk out. But he didn't walk out. He became so offensive, he immediately on spot, he said, "How dare, you're not respecting me?" Like this, he started quarreling with Lord Shiva. So bad. First of all, Atiti Devo Bhava. Somebody has come as a guest for your function. You don't attack them. You don't speak bad about them. Even if you don't like them, you just tolerate, right? But Daksha was such a materialistic person. You see, he is also devotee of Vishnu. Shiva is also devotee, Vaishnavana Meta Shambhu. But we need to learn. We should become a devotee like Lord Shiva, who is a genuine devotee from his heart because of this quality. Here is another Daksha, so-called devotee, but no good qualities at all. Materialistic devotee. He is a devotee for sake of some material profit. So, this Daksha became so angry, he started speaking bad about Shiva. He said, "Look at this person, so dirty fellow. See his dress." You see, he started insulting Lord Shiva's looks. He said, "He's so poor." He said, "This fellow, he lives in crematorium. He doesn't even have a proper place to stay. He lives in some smashana, crematorium place." Like this, he started speaking all kinds of bad things about Lord Shiva. Even then, by hearing this, do you think Lord Shiva was getting angry? Not at all. See, who is getting angry more and more? What do you think? Who is getting angry? Daksha is becoming angry. Shiva is not speaking anything. He's not bothered what Daksha is thinking. He's not bothered what Daksha is feeling. He's not bothered what Daksha is doing. Because Lord Shiva is self-sufficient. He's so happy in his heart. He's not bothered who gives me respect, who doesn't give me respect. It is Daksha who is so disturbed in his mind. And he's speaking all kinds of bad things about Lord Shiva. We need to observe, if Shiva is our hero, what is his behavior. Like many times, people, they like to emulate the qualities and behavior of their heroes. Like as I said, somebody who recently died in Kannada cinema industry, oh, okay, he used to do this, we will also do. They'll create one fan club, and through the fan club, they do blood donation, they will do some eye donation. Like this, the people do because they do, so we should also do. So if you think Lord Shiva is our hero, is an inspiring person, we should take inspiration from Lord Shiva. How Lord Shiva is not getting disturbed in this kind of a scenario? He's not getting disturbed. Who is getting disturbed? Daksha is getting disturbed. What do you think? Isn't it in our life also this kind of situations will come? Where people will try to provoke you. Where people will try to speak bad about you. They want to troll you on social media. They want to roast you on the social media. They want to write some bad comments about you. Right? We are ordinary people. How many of you have experienced like this? Somebody speaking bad about you, making you angry. All of us. Some of them are so nice. No, I will not raise my hand. I look very nice person. Have you never become angry in your life because of somebody speaking bad about you, somebody not respecting you? All of us. But if you want to become a good person in your life, then you should learn lesson from Lord Shiva. How not to get disturbed. So Daksha was speaking all kinds of bad things. And by seeing that, the Shiva Gana, Bhuta, Preta, Pishacha, all those many other personalities who are followers of Lord Shiva, they became very angry. They said, "How can you talk like this?" But Shiva calmed them down. Don't get angry. What is there? Like this. So finally Lord Shiva decided, he just walked out of that place. He didn't give any, he did not react. He did not react. He just walked out. When somebody is trying to provoke you, you just ignore walk out of that place. Look at his heart. How much of self-control somebody should have. Srila Rupa Goswami says, Vacho vegam manasa krodha vegam udara upastha vegam. Vega means a great force, not from outside, from inside. He lists a great Acharya Srila Rupa Goswami, he gives a list of 6 strong force from inside, which generally people are not able to control. Vacho vegam, the force to say something in some situation. Have you experienced it? Telling that and after that thinking, why did I say this? Why did I say this? Has it happened to all of us? Yes or no? Vacho vegam. Manasa krodha vegam. Krodha becomes so angry. And we many times we feel that, oh God, how to control my anger? First of all, we become angry and speak something. We become angry and do something. You know, there is some survey and some research done. The research says many of the people in the jail, when you go and talk to them, you know, they're all criminals. You'll come to know that most of them, 80% of them, did that crime out of anger only. Not that they were very cool, calm, and then went and did some crime. What do you all think? They became criminals when they were unable to control their anger. Do you all agree with this? Today we are not criminals so far because we are little bit able to control our tongue and our anger and many other things. Isn't it? So Lord Shiva has got complete control over his anger. He becomes angry, but when he wants to become angry. Not that anger controls him. He controls the anger. How much ever Daksha was trying to make Shiva angry, Shiva was not at all becoming angry. How many of you think it's very inspiring? This quality is very inspiring in our personal life. If you want to be happy, definitely we have to follow this, isn't it? See how Shiva is such a nice personality. And this quality of controlling anger is possible, according to Shastra, only when your heart is filled with happiness. When there is happiness in your heart, there is no anger there is no place for anger. Isn't it? What do you all say? If our heart is filled with happiness, there is no place for anger and all those things. So why Lord Shiva's heart is filled with happiness? That's what I told you. Lord Shiva, his heart is filled with Rama. You know what is the meaning of the word Rama? Just like we discussed the meaning of Shiva. Shiva means Mangalam, auspicious. What is the meaning of Rama? Rama, the meaning, the word Rama means happiness, pleasure. Ramate iti Ramaha. Rama means pleasure, happiness. Unfortunately, for some alcohol, rum, it's a Rama. There also happiness. Material word, but there also the same word, rum. That rum is the root word in Sanskrit for happiness. Ramana, Rama, Rama. Even material world, happiness comes from Rama, the Supreme Lord. Lord Shiva's heart is filled with happiness. In Padma Purana, this topic comes. Padma Purana is one of the famous Shastra given by Vyasadeva, which has got 55,000 shlokas. How many? How many shlokas are there in Bhagavad Gita? This book has got just 700, not even 1,000. How many shlokas are there in Padma Purana? 55,000. Can you imagine? So there, once Mother Parvati, she came to Lord Shiva and she approached with great respect. My dear Lord, my dear husband, I want to worship you. Lord Shiva said, you want to worship me? Why do you want to worship me? She said, you're so blissful always. Because it's very difficult to find a blissful husband. Once you become husband in the material world, your bliss will disappear. It's very challenging. Both, for wife also, for husband also. So, you're so blissful, you're always so happy, you're always so calm, composure, right? So, I want to worship you, you want to keep, but I have one question. You're always meditating. Can you please tell me the secret behind your happiness, your bliss, your this kind of a samyam, self-control? And on whom are you meditating? So Lord Shiva reveals the secret. You all want to know what is the secret? Which Lord Shiva personally told to Mother Parvati in Padma Purana. Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rama Manorama. You heard of this? Shri Rama Rama Ramete. So Lord Shiva said to Mother Parvati, you can see here, he said, I will tell this in your ear because it's the most confidential secret. I will tell this in your ear. See how Lord Shiva is telling to Mother Parvati in the ears. Whenever the secret is told, you call, come, I want to tell you something. How would you tell? You take on mic and tell? You'll call go near to that person and in the ear you tell, isn't it? Whenever you tell something in your ear, what does it mean? Something very secret. So Lord Shiva told, I want to tell you my secret. Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasra Nama Tattulyam Ramanama Varanane. Oh Varanane, my dear beautiful wife. It is Lord Rama's name that I keep chanting, which gives me this immense happiness. It gives immense happiness to me. My heart is filled with this happiness because of my meditation on Lord Rama, chanting the names of Lord Rama. So Lord Shiva told this. This shloka is from Padma Purana, that Lord Shiva telling to Mother Parvati. Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasra Nama Tattulyam Ramanama Varanane. And because when your heart is filled with this, and you know what is this? Rama Nama, according to Atharva Veda, there are 4 Vedas. Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda, Atharva Veda. In the Atharva Veda, Lord Brahma says, what is this Rama mantra? This is Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. This is the mantra which the Shiva gave to Mother Parvati. This is the mantra which Shiva gave, which is there in the Atharva Veda. So, because of that happiness that Lord Shiva carries, he's always self-controlled. Nobody can provoke him. If you become a Vaishnava, if you become a great devotee of Lord Rama, Lord Krishna, you will become like this. Nobody can provoke you. Nobody can come and insult you without your permission. That quality that Rupa Goswami says, Vacho Vegam Manasa Krodha Vegam. Krodha. Become always angry. No, you can easily control your anger. You can control so many other things. It is possible when you have Krishna Prema, or that the joy in our heart. So, like this, Daksha so much insulted Lord Shiva, but Shiva did not take it seriously. He did not react. He did not fight with Daksha. He didn't do anything. He just walked out of that place like a slap on Daksha's face. Why should I even talk to you? This is my response to you. I don't even care what you say. You know, sometimes social media people will be provoking somebody, right? Sometimes you don't reply to them is the best reply. Not replying is best reply. There's a story. There's a small boy used to get very angry for everything. Every time he fights. Every day, new shirt the mother has to put. You know why? Every day when he goes to school, new shirt. Because every day there will be fight, mara-mari, and the shirt will be torn. That kind of a boy. So the mother became fed up. It's too much is too much. This my son, I cannot allow him to become like this. She took the child to the doctor, psychiatrist. Please help me, I can't handle this kind of a boy. So the doctor, psychiatrist spoke to the boy. So, my dear boy, why you become angry like this? The boy said, what can I do? People are like that. They speak so many nonsense and I get into fight. I just can't control. So the doctor told, if I give you a remedy, will you be able to follow it? The boy said, yes, even I don't want to get angry. Please teach me all that. The doctor said, do one thing. Next time onwards, whenever people provoke you, invite you for fight or pass any remarks, comments and all, before you respond, start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like this, you should start counting. So the boy became very excited. Oh, that's all. It's so easy to control anger, is it? I didn't know this. I didn't know by counting 1, 2, 3 and all I can control my anger. He said, wow, done. Ho gaya. From now onwards, I know the secret. Unfortunately, Shiva is giving different secret to Mother Parvati. Here, doctor is giving another secret. 1, 2, 3, you count. And then mother also became it's such a simple thing. A doctor also gave very nice solution. So both of them came home and the next day the boy went to school. And in the evening, mother was waiting. Okay, today the doctor has given some secret mantra. Okay, and my son will come back very nicely. So the son came back, same situation, shirt is torn apart. The mother said, what is this? Yesterday only you told excited, oh, I got some solution. Doctor also told you. What happened? So then mother immediately took the boy to the doctor. Doctor, see what has happened to my son. Your secret mantra has not helped my son. The doctor, my dear child, what happened? He said, my friend made me angry. Yes, but did you not remember? Did you not know what I told you? Doctor, I know, I remembered, but my friend did not know that 1, 2, 3 counting. So basically, there are two approaches. One approach is what Shiva did. Even though outside world tried to provoke you, you don't get disturbed. The control is with you. That is called self-control, which Shiva is practicing. The other control which this world people are teaching is, that people, you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But how will it help? People will provoke you more and more. But your 1, 2, 3 will, beyond a point, your feelings and all will take over. So unless until in our heart, we have self-control, it is not possible. And the example for that is Lord Shiva. And why Lord Shiva is able to have this kind of a control is because of his mind is completely fixed on the Supreme Lord, meditation. There is one verse in Bhagavad Gita. Dehino asmin yatha dehe kaumaram yavvanam jara tatha dehantara praptir dhirastatra namuhyate. The interesting word in this shloka is dhira. Dhira. What is the meaning of dhira? What is the meaning of this word dhira in Sanskrit? Dhira means what? Brave. That's Kannada meaning of the dhira. Dhira is used in Kannada also as brave. In Sanskrit, dhira means somebody who can control himself. Somebody who can control himself. Complete control. Now, this anger is one kind of a control. But Bhagavad Gita also says, anger comes. Kamayesha krodha. The krodha, the anger comes from what? Kama. If you are not able to fulfill your kama, your desire, then krodha will come. Krodha is the child of the kama. Kama is the father, Krodha is the child. Prabhupada very beautifully explains how Lord Shiva is the greatest Dhira. He's the Dhira. How even Kama was not able to touch Lord Shiva. How Lord Shiva is such a Dhira. Like as we said, Vacho Vegam Manasa Krodha Vegam Udara Upasta Vegam. One of the control, in that sixth thing that control comes, if you can display that verse as it came last. One of the control is you should control not just your anger, not just your ability to talk, the urge to talk, mind. You should also be able to control your genital. Such a person, such a person is capable of controlling the whole world. The person who can control his anger, the person who can control urge to speak, the person who can control the mind, the person who can control, jihva, the desire to eat, whatever desire, and the person who can control his genital. Such person can manage the whole world because he is the real Dhira. And in the Kumara Sambhava part, Skanda Purana, heard of this name? Skanda Purana. In the Skanda Purana, there is one part called Kumara Sambhava. In that Kumara Sambhava, a very beautiful history of Lord Shiva is there. After this Daksha's Yajna, Lord Shiva walked out. And again, after some time, Mother Sati Devi came to participate in that. Even though Lord Shiva told it is not nice to go because your father is not being very respectful, somehow Sati Devi came. But again, same thing happened. Daksha started speaking all kinds of nonsense about Lord Shiva in front of everyone. By hearing this, Sati Devi, she is a Maha Pativrata and she is the greatest devotee. And there is one responsibility if you are a devotee. Shastra says, the responsibility is if there is a blasphemy. Blasphemy means apaman. If somebody is insulting a great devotee or a Vaishnava in your presence, you are not supposed to tolerate that. So then what are you supposed to do? The Shastra says, first and foremost is you should kill that person who is insulting a great devotee. That is the first option. You should immediately kill that person. But Sati Devi cannot kill Daksha. Why? Because he's her father. That is not an etiquette to kill your father. Then immediately the Shastra says that if you cannot kill that person, then you should kill yourself for hearing all that blasphemy. That's what Sati Devi did. What she did? She immediately jumped into fire. She said, such a great aparadha it is to hear so bad blasphemy about my Lord Shiva, who is a Maha Vaishnava. It is intolerable. Just like not Sati Devi, even for you also. If somebody speaks bad about somebody whom you love or whom you like, you feel extremely uncomfortable. So imagine when you love, we say loving God, love of God. When you have so much love for the Lord in your heart, you cannot tolerate it. For Lord and for the devotees of the Lord. So immediately, Mother Sati, she jumped into Yajna Kunda and she gave up the body because she said, you are speaking all these things because you think I'm your daughter. So this Dakshayini body I don't want. So she gave up. After this, Lord Shiva, he retired to forest and he was in Himalayas and doing tapasya. And taking advantage of this, one demon called Tarakasura, a Rakshasa, Tarakasura did lot of tapasya. And he did tapasya, and when Brahma appeared, then this Rakshasas always have one desire. What is that desire? In any movie, any serial, this you can see this. Demons asking for this. What is their desire? They don't want to die. They don't want to die. They know that. That means what? The demons also know that they will die. And they want to do something about it. But today, the demons in Kali Yuga, they don't even know this much. They don't even bother that we are going to die, we have to do something. We have become degraded than the Rakshasas of our Puranas. At least that Rakshasa Tarakasura, he was worried, I'm going to die, something I should do. So he was doing tapasya. Unfortunately, in today's world, people, I don't care, all these things. So Tarakasura did tapasya and Brahma came and he asked, so what do you want, Tarakasura? He said, my dear Brahma, make me amar, immortal, so that I won't die. He said, you see, I cannot grant you this because I myself not, an immortal. How can you give you that? So it is beyond my jurisdiction. So ask something. These demons think they're very intelligent. Like today's some of the modern scientists. They think we know solution. We will somehow, indirectly, we will get it. So Tarakasura also thought like that. He said, I'll ask something indirectly so that, Brahma will give me that. He said, okay, if at all I have to die, then how should I die? What do you all know? You know the story? What did he ask Tarakasura? Yes, tell me whoever is saying that. He said, the only person who can give me death is son of Lord Shiva. Why was he asking like this? Anybody knows? Because this Tarakasura, who know the entire instance of this Daksha, he knew that this Shiva is now, he doesn't have a wife. Because Sati Devi, she gave up her body in the Daksha's yajna, so she is no more there. And so Shiva is alone. How? There is no son, nothing. And he knows that the only person that Shiva marries is his wife. And she is not there. It's not like Shiva can marry someone else like that. Because Sati is always an eternal companion of Shiva. So there is no way to get son for Lord Shiva. And on top of that, Lord Shiva is in deep meditation. He's in deep meditation. And nobody can wake him up from that meditation. He's completely absorbed in that meditation. So he said there is no way to get son, Shiva's son. So if I ask like this, it is indirectly saying that there is no death for me. Like this. Now after this, Brahma said okay and he disappeared. So then Tarakasura became a big menace in this world. He created so much disturbance because nobody can do anything to him. Only person who has to come and stop him is the son of Lord Shiva, and he is not there. So he became a big disturbance and everybody went to Brahma and told, what kind of blessing you have given him? It is creating so much of disturbance. Now you only give solution. So Brahma said we have to go and somehow wake Shiva, Lord Shiva from his meditation. And he should get married. And then Brahma said, now this Sati Devi, after she gave up her body, now she has appeared as Parvati. She has appeared as Parvati. You know what is the meaning of Parvati? Daughter of Parvata. What does Parvata means? Mountain. Which mountain it is? Himalayan mountain. So now Sati Devi appeared as Parvati, the daughter of Parvata. Parvata, Parvati. Like Daksha, the daughter of Daksha is Dakshayini. Like Krishna is called Vasudeva because he is son of Vasudeva. So now the Sati Devi is appeared as Parvati. If she can go and somehow break the meditation of Lord Shiva, then both of them can again reunite and son will come. And then what happened? All the devatas went and requested, Parvati, please come and do this. So she was worshipping. The Kumara Sambhava in the Skanda Purana that explains, and Prabhupada tells this, how Lord Shiva has got complete control over him. Complete control. And, to agitate Lord Shiva, the devatas induced Mother Parvati to go and agitate Lord Shiva. And you know that Manmatha, Kamadeva also helped and all that. And it was disturbed, and finally Lord Shiva was not disturbed with any of those attempts made by this. That is where Prabhupada said, a real dhira, a self-controlled person is somebody who has control, complete control over his genital. Nobody can go and provoke him. You understand? In today's pornography addicted generation, cannot understand the real value of Lord Shiva. Who is Lord Shiva? They think he's like one among us. They think, oh, Lord Shiva is like one among us. He's not one among us. We can't even imagine the position of Lord Shiva. He's a dhira. Such a dhira is. So, these are the greatness of Lord Shiva. We have to take inspiration from Lord Shiva to learn how to be self-controlled, how to control our anger, how to have complete control over ourselves. Right? Now do we understand how Lord Shiva is so great? Isn't it? We make anybody and everybody as our heroes. Some Bollywood, some cinema, some politician, some here and there. But can they control their anger? Can they control their lust, karma, like Lord Shiva? They cannot. See how the real hero means, what kind of a person should be. And the Shastra says, it is very simple, it is very, very easy for devotees of Lord Krishna to have this kind of control. And the example is Haridas Thakur. How the same Haridas Thakur is an incarnation of Brahma, Maya Devi came to seduce him. In today's world, nobody has to come to seduce us. Right? The social media itself is enough. But for all these great personalities, the big people came to seduce them. They were not disturbed at all. Because their mind was completely fixed on chanting the names of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And by chanting this Rama Nama, Sahasra Nama Tattulyam, Rama Nama Varanane, complete control over our mind, our consciousness, our anger, on our genital, everything was achieved by Lord Shiva. So that is the greatness of Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is not an ordinary person. He should not be projected as somebody who is drinking bhang and who is smoking ganja and roaming around anywhere and everywhere. He is very great personality. He is very auspicious person. An auspicious person doesn't even touch inauspicious items. That is considered as inauspicious. Alcohol or bhang is considered as inauspicious. You know what Shastras say about alcohol? Like for example, if something, for example, let's say this glass comes in contact with some inauspicious item. For example, some, I'll give you what all is considered inauspicious. The hair is considered inauspicious. That's why in our puja, wherever any worship is there, if there is even one hair, it is considered something contamination, inauspicious. We have to again clean it. Hair, the nails are considered inauspicious. Urine is considered inauspicious. Human stool or any other animal stool except the cow dung is considered inauspicious. Even little bit you touch, the entire thing has to be, purified once again, thrown away. It's all considered inauspicious. So, and then the next category of inauspicious is called amedhya. Medhya means very auspicious. Amedhya means untouchable. So, among the untouchable, the grade, all these things are there like blood, this one, hair, nail, all this kind of things. And then comes flesh, non-veg is again untouchable. If you touch non-veg, you have to take bath and you have to do so many things to purify. But something can be possible. But if something, for example, if you cook non-veg in some vessel, you wash with cow urine and cow dung, that is called gomaya, gomedhya, and wash with Ganga Jal water, you can use that vessel once again, no problem. But if there is any vessel comes in contact with alcohol, according to Shastra, there is no purification. Now you have to just throw it. There is no way of purifying it now. That is the level of inauspiciousness, which is the grade of inauspiciousness given to alcohol. And Lord Shiva, who is considered the most auspicious person, you think he will use any such inauspicious items? No. There's no way. Shiva drank poison for sake of benefiting the whole world. He doesn't drink any bhang. He doesn't drink any alcohol. There is no such shastric recommendation. It is all concoction created by some unscrupulous people. It's very dangerous. People create this kind of things because that is convenient for them. It is something which they like to do in the name of religion, in the name of God. So the greatness of Lord Shiva is this. Okay. So before we continue to hear more glories, let's see some of the questions that anybody has. Shiva Purana says, Shiva is the creator of this entire universe. Whereas Bhagavatam says, Krishna is the creator of everything. Which one is correct? So I had the same doubt when I was a young boy. Monday, I used to watch Om Namah Shivaya. So same doubt. In that it is said Shiva is the creator of everything. Tuesday, Ganga Maya. I think it was something, Jai Ganga Maya. There Ganga Devi is considered as something. Wednesday was Jai Hanuman. Thursday was something else. Friday was something else. Saturday something. And Sunday, Krishna on serial used to come. So I was thoroughly confused. Who is who? Who is doing what? Can somebody give me clarity? And I used to go and ask everybody. First I asked my parents. They had no idea. Like this I asked and asked and asked. Unfortunately, nobody gave any clarity. Till I came in touch with the real Shastras and Prabhupada teachings. It's a very important question we should know. Actually, this entire creation, whenever we hear, we should know that there is something called multi-level creation. What is that? Please repeat. Multi-level creation. Creation is not one-level creation. Multi-level creation. There are multiple people involved in creation at multiple level. Like in any industry, if you see, or you simple example, not even industry. Okay, we'll take two examples: house construction, and another simple example is your mobile. To manufacture a mobile, you see there are multiple people involved in it. Yes or no? Somebody who writes software for it. Yes or no? Somebody who manufactures a chip. Somebody who manufactures the glass. Am I right? So whenever you read in the Devi Purana, it is said that Devi who does the creation. In Shiva Purana, you see that Shiva does the creation. In Bhagavatam, you see, actually, Vasudeva only is the same Lord Vishnu who has given all this information. He has given according to the level of understanding of the people. It is like mathematics. You all started your mathematics in your school with simple mathematics. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. At that time, trigonometry was not given to you when you are in primary school. Did anybody study trigonometry in your primary school? Child prodigies? No. We didn't even know that there is something called trigonometry, calculus, trigonometry, all those things. We didn't even know. But still, whatever we studied, that is called mathematics. As you came higher and higher, you started seeing more and more details about mathematics. When I joined engineering, then we saw engineering mathematics. Even, higher level, Fourier, all those things, integration, all those things, Fourier transform and all those things. So which was not there in my high school. So about creation also like this, there is a multi-level and multitude information about it. So we cannot take only one information and say this is everything and start fighting with others. No, see here it is there. So for that is the problem. As I already told you many times, we ask people, why don't you take Bhagavad Gita? Say, Bhagavad Gita is there with me. I already have Bhagavad Gita. Most of the people say. But next question when you ask, have you read Bhagavad Gita? No, it is there in puja room, they say. Puja room, it is not meant, it is not, for puja room. It is for you to read. So most of the Hindus or Indians in our country, they have a Bhagavad Gita, but they have not read Bhagavad Gita. Like in this room, in this audience, how many of you have completely read Bhagavad Gita? Not everybody. Even after coming in touch with, just see ISKCON, still we have not read. Just 700 shlokas. Now to understand everything, at least you should study 18 Puranas. How many? Now, I'll give you the shloka number of different Puranas. I already told you Padma Purana has got how many shlokas? 55,000 shlokas. Like this, there is Skanda Purana, which has got highest number of shlokas. 85,000 shlokas. Padma Purana, 55,000. Agni Purana, Vamana Purana, Linga Purana or Shiva Purana, Bhagavata Purana, which has got 18,000 shlokas. Now, when will we read all these things? To get complete information, right? So there is now, presently, people all have hodgepodge understanding. They don't have a complete understanding. So whatever, some here and there, little understanding, they think, oh, okay, this is what it is. But I'll tell you what is a proper understanding as per the Vyasadeva, the complete picture of that. So it is a multi-level creation. What Srimad Bhagavatam says, Lord Krishna, he is called primary creator. Primary creator. He doesn't do any creation personally. He does creation in the sense that he conceives the creation. Like an architect. What does an architect do? Do you see an architect carrying bricks, cement, and building personally? No. His creation is giving the plan. He will give you the plan. He makes the entire plan. This is how the house looks like. This is where the hall, this is where the kitchen, this is where the bathroom, this is where the steps will come, this is where the front door will come. And he is called primary creator. And once the plan is ready, then the plan is given to whom? Plan is given to civil engineer. Am I right? And then the civil engineer will start working on it. Okay, he will have many people under him. So Krishna is like somebody who makes the plan. Brahma is somebody like a civil engineer. He's a secondary creator. And after Brahma, the third creator is Daksha Prajapati. And every devata is part of creation. Not just Shiva, not just Brahma, not just Daksha. You know where that creation ends? Where does the creation ends? Creation ends with your parents. Your parents, or all of our parents, or whenever you become parents, you are also playing the role of creation. But now, okay, Isn't it a fact that our parents created us, at least this body, whatever level, they are also playing the role of creation. But that creation is a very small level of creation. But they are also creators. They are also creator. But by the time it is coming to their level, the creation is almost, it has become like automatic. They don't have so much control over the creation, except for the conceiving the child. They don't decide so many things, but they are also playing the role of creator. So the chain of the creation starts from Krishna and it ends with the parents. Whether it is a parents called, our parents, or animal parents. Even animals also play the role of creation whenever they give birth. Now everybody at different levels, you can see this, there are so many different levels of this creation. See how complex it is to understand. And in the center you can see there is Radha Krishna, Goloka Vrindavana. So now where does Lord Shiva comes into this creation? That we need to understand. You understand? Like in the building the home. When you build the home, now if you ask architect, you say, he built our home. Sometimes imagine you built a very nice home. You have all the relatives have come for Griha Pravesha and your architect is also there. So you are showing him and telling him, see, he is the one who built our house like that. We can tell for him also. Yes or no? And then you have also invited that, what are they called? The mason. Maestri or a mason, right? He has also come for Griha Pravesha. So you are telling him, see, he built our home. You are telling him also as somebody who built your home. And you are such a nice person. You have also built the laborers who brought the bricks, who mixed the cement and sand. So they are also there. You are showing them, see, they built our home. You are telling everybody as they built our home, they built our home, they built our... Who built your home? What is your answer? Let's say some relative who is hearing all like this. He says, Arey Baba, one person name you tell, no? You told he also built your home, he also built your home, he also built your home. Who built your home? What is the answer? Building home happens at multi-level. Isn't it? Multiple level get involved in it. And the source of all that creation is what Bhagavatam says, that Krishna is that source of all that creation which you saw here. You see that one universe, how there are so many. There is again Mahavishnu. From the Nabhi of the Mahavishnu, when Kamala will come, the lotus, in that lotus Brahma will come. And that Brahma creates 14 planetary system. Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Rasatala, Mahatala, Patala, that is down. Then Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, Siddhaloka, Brahmaloka, up. And then again next the varieties of species are created. Like this, the creation is a very complex thing. So in the Shiva Purana, when it says that Shiva created this world, it is at a certain level. From that level is what Shiva Purana explains. It is like somebody explaining to you how the mobile manufacturing happens. Now the question is, from what level the explanation is given? Are you getting? Is this clear? Any doubt on this? Please feel free. Please raise your hand. We can, it is a very important topic. We can get more clarity. So now whenever you read Agni Purana, Padma Purana, Surya Purana. If you read Surya Purana, you will see that how the sun god, Surya, is the creator of this world. So then you need to understand, whenever you call somebody as a creator, yes, it is true, but they played the role of a creator in a certain aspect. Like in your mobile, there are many creators. Software engineer, who developed that software, they're also creators. Those who built IC, they're also creator. Like this, there are many creators. But the ultimate creation, the creator, Chandogya Upanishad explains, or Srimad Bhagavatam explains that how the Supreme Lord Krishna, simply by seeing Sa Aikshataha, the entire creation happens. Any doubt on this? Okay. Now, when I came to ISKCON, I definitely came to ISKCON with the background of, as I already told, as a devotee of Lord Shiva. And throughout my upbringing, I always believed that Lord Shiva is the Supreme Lord. No idea Supreme God and all, means like Lord, like that. So, when I came here, it was seen that, okay, Shiva is a Vaishnava, the Krishna, it's all something very new to me. How is it? What is this people are saying here? Because till then, I was never in touch with Shastra. It was all whatever television shows, whatever my parents told, whatever I feel in my mind, my emotions, that's all. There's no reference point. So when I came here, when I challenged or when I inquired, the devotees, showed me the reference of Shastra. Padma Purana, Shiva Purana, and Skanda Purana. There is one shloka which repeats in all these Puranas. And this shloka is spoken by Shiva himself. This shloka is spoken by Shiva. And that shloka where Shiva says, Alodhya sarva shastrani vicharanaika punah punaha. I'll explain to you, it is a very powerful shloka. It is spoken by whom? Lord Shiva. He says, Alodhya sarva shastrani vicharanaika punah punaha. In Sanskrit, vichara. In Hindi, Kannada, in different languages, this word comes. Vichar karna. Means what? Think about it. Or examine this again and again. Rethink, vichar karna, vimarsh karna, isn't it? So Shiva is saying, Sarva Shastra Vichara. Means what? In Sanskrit, the word vichara means examine. Examining is called vichara. And the Shiva is saying, Sarva Shastrani Vichara. Means what? When you examine all the Shastras, do you think it is possible for ordinary people like us? We are not able to examine one book, Bhagavad Gita. 18 Puranas. Then there are 18 Upapuranas. And then there are 108 Upanishads. And then there are Vedas. Then there is Ramayana, 24,000 shlokas. Then there is Mahabharata, 1 lakh shlokas. It's just not possible. And Lord Shiva is saying, Alodhya sarva shastrani vicharanaika punah punaha. What is the meaning of punah punaha means? Not just one you go and examine. He's saying again and again, when you examine all the Shastras and scrutinizingly. What is the meaning of scrutinizingly? Means from every word to word you have to study properly. Alodhya sarva shastrani vicharanaika punah punaha idam ekam sunishpannam. Ekaha means what? One. Nishpannam means conclusion. Idam ekam sunishpannam. This is the only conclusion from all the Shastra. When you study very carefully again and again, this is the only conclusion. And what is that? Dhyeyo Narayana Sada. That Narayana is the Supreme Lord and we have to meditate upon Him. And this is told by whom? Lord Shiva. In where? In Shiva Purana. In Padma Purana. In Skanda Purana. Not in one place. In 3 Puranas it comes again and again. Alodhya sarva shastrani vicharanaika punah punaha idamekam sunishpannam dheya narayana sada. Just see this. Narayana dheya sada. Lord Shiva is saying this. So, even though in Shiva Purana we come across this this topic of creation, but we should understand the creation has got multiple level. There is a level, at that level, the time start, introduced. The time is now becomes interacting in this creation. Till there is no kala. The time gets introduced. At that is the stage, Lord Shiva with his energy called Parvati, both of them, they actually enter at the creation stage. That is why Lord Shiva is also called Kala. There is a temple, Mahakaleshwar temple. Isn't it? Ujjain, one of the Jyotirlinga. Mahakaleshwara. And his wife is also called Kali. And many people have a wrong understanding of this. Kali means they put a black color. And they think Kali means black color. That is not the meaning of what Shastra is saying. It's all, mistaken understanding. Kala or Kali means somebody who controls Kala, time. Because when they enter, the time gets introduced into this world, in this creation. You see, in your home, when you build home, at one level, you put door, window. Not that from the day one you put the door and window. How do you build the building? Different things come at different level, no? Yes or no? From the day one you put the RCC. First you dig, you lay the foundation, and then you build some pillar or whatever. Then you put the RCC, and then you bring the door, then you put window, then you put the tiles. Yes or no? Different things come at different stage. There is one stage where the time gets introduced. The time is one of the energy of Lord Krishna. Aham kalosmi. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, I am the time. And that time energy, when they gets introduced, from that time, Lord Shiva and his wife both start interfering in this creation. That's how even they're also part of creation. Is it clear this? If anybody asks you, everywhere it is there. It is inconsistent. When the Western philosophers came, the Max Muller and all, they came and they studied Indian philosophy, Purana. They said, this is all mythology. One of the reasons they said, they said, everything is inconsistent. In Shiva Purana, Shiva is the creator. In Vishnu Purana, Vishnu is the creator. In Surya Purana, Surya is the creator. In Ganapati Purana, Ganapati is the creator. See, everybody, whatever they want, they write. It's not like that. You need a proper acharya to explain to you. You cannot simply randomly study anything and make random conclusion. So creation happens at multiple levels. It is called multi-level creation. At one level, Shiva and his wife, this Parvati or Sati Dev, whoever we say, they enter, and from that time, the times start become visible in this world. Like today, whatever we see, there is a time. We are able to see the time. Like the day, night, seasons, like summer. Now summer, from tomorrow onwards, it will be called summer. The last day of the winter is Shivratri. The next day of the Shivratri is summer, beginning of the summer. So all the summer, winter, rainy season, the 6 seasons, Vasanta Rutu, Grishma Rutu, Shishira Rutu, Hemanta Rutu, all these Rutus and all this time interaction. So from the Lord Shiva time. So that's how it is. Shiva Purana says, even though he is a creator, but it has to be understood like that. Why always people compare Shiva and Krishna? I don't know what is the meaning of this question. Comparing means what? At least we don't compare. Compare means there has to be some equality. So we don't compare. So Shiva is not compared. He has his own unique position as the greatest Vaishnava. In one of the Vaikuntha Loka, there are millions of Vaikuntha Lokas. Like if we can show that picture, that earlier what we were showing, we can see that you can see there are shining things. Please bring that. The previous image, whatever was coming. Not this. The same, the universe. Another one. Just now where Goloka was there. Yes, this one. Can you see there are so many shining, small, small, small? There is lotus, and below that there is something called, you can see Vaikuntha Loka is written there. There are so many Vaikuntha Lokas. Right? In one of the Vaikuntha Loka, the Lord is present as Sada Shiva. The name of the Lord in one of the Vaikuntha Loka is called Sada Shiva. And there is also one more. Please come down below Vaikuntha. We want to see below Vaikuntha. You can see that. One sec, not so fast. There is Kailasa. Please go up. If you see here, this is the universe. You can see above this, there is a Karana ocean and there is Brahma Jyoti. Above Brahma Jyoti, can you see there? There is a Kailasa. This is where the Kailasa is there. And what is this? This is the gate of the spiritual world. Like when you come to our temple, do you see there is a gate? What is the job of the gate? Why do you build a gate? That gate will decide whether you get entry or not. Yes or no? You can come up to that place, but they will ask you, are you qualified person? Can you go inside or not? So at the gate, your entry will be decided. So the Kailasa is the gate of the spiritual world. You can all see above that there are Vaikuntha Lokas. Aishwarya Dhama, Vaikuntha Lokas. And above Vaikuntha Loka is Goloka Vrindavana. So it is the Kailasa where Lord Shiva and Mother Parvati, that's why the name, Parvati name is called Durga Devi. In Hindi or Sanskrit, what is the meaning of Durga? Fort. Fort means compound. So, because they are at the compound or at the gate and guard that gate of the spiritual world, she has got the name Durga Devi. They protect it. And the Lord Shiva and Mother Parvati here at this place, they are also present in one of the Vaikuntha Loka, Sadashiva. Here, they make sure that only qualified people are allowed to enter the spiritual world. If they are not qualified, you cannot go beyond it. You can maximum go up to Brahma Jyoti. Brahma Jyoti, that's all. The yogis, without becoming devotee, they can go up to Brahma Jyoti. After that, you have to come down. Bhagavatam says, you will again fall down. Only if you have a visa. Visa, you know, visa? If you have visa, you will be allowed inside that country. If you don't have visa, you will not be allowed. So, Shiva and Parvati, they are visa officers. Who are they? Visa. And they give visa for what? They give visa for Vaikuntha or Goloka Vrindavana. How many of you traveled abroad? You need a visa. And when you go there, and there also there will be visa officer sitting. Here also they will check. There also they will check. Where they'll first thing they'll ask is, where is your passport? Where is your visa? And they'll see your visa. And if you have a valid visa, then they will allow you. So Shiva and Parvati, they are one of the jobs. They've got many multiple responsibilities. One of the responsibility is to make sure only qualified people come inside the spiritual world. The spiritual world is meant for extremely elevated people. You understood? So, there is no such comparison between Shiva and Lord Krishna. Only people who do not have sufficient Shastric knowledge, probably they do like that. Can you come down, fully come down? Can you see there is Shesha? There is a snake, Sheshanaga. That Sheshanaga is called Ananta Shesha, on whose head entire that universe exists. There are billions of universes exist like that. You can also see that Lord Vishnu is reclining on Ananta Shesha. This Ananta Shesha or Shesha is one of the expansion of Lord Vishnu only. Is one of, as Sankarshana Rama. The full name is Sankarshana Rama. Because of this, the Lord, as I already told you, Lord Shiva always meditates on Sankarshana Rama or Rama, and that representation of the Sankarshana Rama in some of the functionalities, the snake or Ananta Shesha, the Lord Shiva has a snake around his neck. This is the reason why Lord Shiva has snake around his neck. Why does he keep the snake around his neck? Can somebody tell me based on this knowledge? Because that snake around his neck is not an ordinary snake. It is his beloved Lord, which constantly reminds him, which is always there with the Lord. It's not simply that Lord Shiva has taken on snake and put it around his neck. You understand? It reminds the Lord Shiva of his Supreme Lord Sankarshana Rama. If anybody asks, we should know the answers from the Shastra. Especially, once I'd been to London. So in the flight or when I was in London, the moment people know that you are from India, they want to ask so many questions to you about India, Indian culture. And if you tell, I don't know, they will think, what kind of a monkey has come? Doesn't know anything about his own culture. He doesn't know anything about his own, things. Right? So this is one of the reasons why Shiva wears snake around his neck. And at the time of Pralaya means annihilation. So here is one question connected to that. It is said Lord Shiva is above material creation. At the same time, Lord Shiva is son. Okay, at the same time is Lord Shiva is son of Brahma. How can we understand this? Okay, you see, can we just go again above? See, can you all see this universe picture? This is called Anda. Anda means it is in the egg shape. Okay. All these things, they get destroyed at the time of Pralaya. The Pralaya happens wherever you are seeing that, the egg shape. They are called universes. And the Pralaya happens up to Brahma Jyoti. Anything above Brahma Jyoti, there is no Pralaya. There is no destruction. So there is no destruction of Kailasa. There is no destruction of Lord Shiva. That means all those people below that Brahma Jyoti, they'll all die whenever there is Pralaya. Now, where do you think Svargaloka is there? Above Brahma Jyoti or below Brahma Jyoti? It's all below Brahma Jyoti. Even if you are a Indra, Chandra, Surya, whoever you may be, you all will be up to there only. You are not beyond that. You understand? Everybody will die at the time of Pralaya. But Lord Shiva will not die because he is beyond that Pralaya place. He is in Kailasa. Kailasa does not come under Pralaya. You understood? So the Lord Shiva is beyond. But then the question is, then how is that the Lord Shiva becomes son of Brahma as Rudra? That is, it is called Leela. Leela means the same Lord appears for some function, for some varieties of activities. So when this creation happens, the universes happens for sake of destruction. Like, it is like this, whenever election happens, the new prime minister comes and he creates cabinet ministers. There are portfolios. Somebody is a finance minister, Nirmala Sitharaman. There is a defense minister, Rajnath Singh. There is a home minister, Amit Shah. Right? There is a human resource minister. Like this, there are varieties of ministers. They handle that department. So one of the ministry in this universe is called the ministry of destruction. Who will destroy at the time to time? Certain things have to be destroyed. Simple example I'll give you, destruction example. For you see there are trees and there are leaves. Now if you see many of the trees, the leaves will be falling down, right? On their own. That strength to hold on the tree is now reduced. So somebody has to manage all these things. That destroy that so that the leaves will fall. I'm giving a very simple example. And big destructions. And this job, one of the jobs of Lord Shiva is that. For that, he comes as Rudra. Rudra, who appears from the eyebrow of Brahma. But originally it is Lord Shiva. It is one of the expansion of Lord Shiva is Rudra Deva. One of the name of Shiva is Rudra Deva. Isn't it? So, but actually Lord Shiva is in Kailasa. For all these functions, he comes to inside this universe. So that is how we have to understand this. So how many of you are already sleeping? If you don't know, I know it. Because I am seeing all of you sitting here. So Shivaratri, more you are awake, more you hear of Lord Shiva will bless you. Okay, some more. We'll quickly try to finish. Lord Shiva also has spoken something called Gita Mahatmya. You know, Bhagavad Gita has got 18 chapters. For every chapter, Lord Shiva has elaborately explained the glories of hearing the Bhagavad Gita to Mother Parvati in Padma Purana. It's called Gita Mahatmya. If you go to Google and if you type Gita Mahatmya, you will see what Lord Shiva has spoken about Bhagavad Gita. He's telling how important it is to read Bhagavad Gita to Mother Parvati. And it is spoken by Lord Shiva. And then Lord Shiva, he in the pastime of Lord Krishna, there are very interesting, that once when Lord Shiva came to know that his beloved Lord Krishna has appeared in this earthly planet in Vrindavan. So he wanted to come and see. And when he comes to see Lord, but you know the Lord Shiva's dress, he's wearing snake, he has big jata, and he dresses himself not in a very presentable manner, because Lord Shiva practices something called simple living. He's completely renounced. He has got so much of renunciation in his heart. Vairagya. This is one of the quality of a devotee. The devotee does not want to possess so many things and put it on their body. A devotee is very simple in his presentation. He doesn't decorate himself unnecessarily. So Lord Shiva is that. And is a very great example of that. So he comes to Nandagaon, where Lord Krishna's house, baby, Krishna was small baby at that time. And so he comes and he has a desire to see Krishna. But he's not allowed inside. Right? Why? Because the Yashoda Maya, she thinks, oh, if my child sees this person, he may get scared. He may get scared, so I will not allow this person to come in. Actually, Shiva comes as if he is one of the yogi. He has come for Bhavati Bhikshan Dehi, like this. And Yashoda is afraid, no, I don't want Krishna to see him. So she's not bringing Krishna outside. Because that Shiva comes and asks that, what do you want? I want to see your small child. She says, no, not possible. And you please go away from here as early as possible. And then Krishna comes to know that my great devotee Shiva has come with a desire to see me. But my mother Yashoda is not allowing. In the Kathopanishad it is said that Krishna is the fulfiller of all desires. Eko yo bahunam vidadhati kaman. All kinds of desires Krishna fulfills. And especially this kind of a desire, to have his darshan, Why Krishna will not fulfill? So Krishna, as a baby boy, he started crying very loudly. Became very, too high, he started crying. And Yashoda, she didn't understand why this child crying for no reason. And she tried to pacify the child, Krishna. But no matter what you do, the child does not stop crying. They gave butter, they gave so many things, they sang some song, they took him everywhere, the child is not crying. So the mother Yashoda, she is not understanding how to make him stop crying. Then everybody suggested Yashoda, see that one Baba came, one yogi came, no? Maybe he may have some idea how to stop. So, why don't you bring him? So like this. And then, actually, this Krishna was also crying very intelligently in order to make Yashoda to bring Shiva. And then when Shiva comes to the house of Nanda Bhavan in Nandagaon, and then Yashoda also becomes concerned. She'll say, okay, I'll bring one mirror. In the mirror, I'll hold the mirror in such a way that you see the reflection of my child. Only that much I can show. And at the same time, the Krishna was crying for the moon in the sky, as if he's crying the moon in the sky. So it was arranged in such a way that Shiva finally got to have the darshan of Lord. And this is how Lord Shiva visited Nandagaon in Vrindavan and took the darshan of Lord. And then immediately Krishna started crying. Then Yashoda said, oh, very nice, very good. But she became now very scared. Now what if again Krishna cries? At that time, this Baba is not there. Who will come and stop crying of my child? So she told, my dear, Shiva or Baba, you please stay in my home only. Whenever my child cry, your job is to make him stop crying. Then Shiva said, no. On one condition, I will stay here. What is that one condition? Every day, whatever the water is, you wash your feet of your child, Krishna. That water you should come and do Abhisheka on me. Only then I'll stay here. So if you go to Nandagaon in Vrindavan, there is a temple there and it is called Nandishwar Mahadev. Lord Shiva, Shivalinga, Nandishwar Mahadev. And there it is inside the palace of Nanda Maharaj where the Krishna lived. So there every day Abhishekam to Lord Shiva is done from the water which is used doing Abhishek of Lord Krishna. So this pastime happened in Krishna's Dwapar Yuga pastime. So that is how Lord Shiva visited Nandagaon. And then Lord Shiva also knows that his Supreme Lord performs many interesting pastimes. And one of the interesting pastimes is Rasa Leela. Not Bollywood Rasa Leela. What? So it's a very high-level spiritual activity, Rasa Leela. Not some Sanjay Leela Bansali's Rasa Leela, or different Rasa Leela that we can start thinking, oh, we also, like this. It's a very highly elevated spiritual activity. So Lord Shiva, such a great devotee, Maha Vaishnava, he developed a desire. I want to go and witness this Rasa Leela. But nobody is allowed inside the Rasa Leela except for gopis. Because the gopis are intimate associate of Lord Krishna. Only those who have developed madhurya bhava, that bhakti, only they will be allowed inside. So Lord Shiva, you can see in this image, he took the form of gopi. You can see there? Can you see there one of the gopis? Lord Shiva is one of the gopis. So he came there and he wanted to participate in Krishna's Rasa dance. But the remaining gopis saw one new gopi has come today to Rasa. Who is this new gopi? And the behavior of this new gopi is very strange. It is not the same behavior, So they detected, hey, who are you? Like that. That is what you are seeing there. They're all asking, what is your identity? How did you come to this Rasa dance? So like this. So Lord Shiva came and it was told to Lord Shiva that you be there and from the far you can witness the Rasa dance and you worship here, the Lord from here. So when you go to Vrindavan, there is another temple of Lord Shiva. It's called Gopeshwar Mahadev. The Lord Shiva is present as Nandishwar Mahadev in Nandagaon. So Lord Shiva is present as Gopeshwar Mahadev because of this pastime. And there the Lord Shiva is eternally meditating on Krishna's Rasa dance pastime as Gopeshwara Mahadev. And then another very important pastime is Lord Shiva's favorite city. What is the Lord Shiva's favorite city? Kashi, Varanasi, isn't it? The new renovation of Varanasi city happened. Kashi Vishwanatha project, corridor project. You know what is the speciality of Kashi? The Kashi is a gift given to Lord Shiva by Lord Vishnu. Actually, the Kashi belongs to Lord Vishnu. And Lord Vishnu wanted to give a very nice gift to his devotee, Lord Shiva. So he gave his own city, Kashi. He told, this is for you. Please, from now onwards, you be here and, you engage in my worship. So like that. So since then, Lord Shiva is staying there. In Kashi, there are two parts. And then after that, the Lord Shiva said, okay, you gave me this. I love this city. Sometimes when you go with somebody whom you love very much, and you see that person likes something which you have, you say, okay, you take it. Aap rakh lo. You take it. It's for you. Because when you see, okay, that person likes it, you keep it. But Shiva, when he saw that, okay, you gave me the city. Now, does it mean you'll go away now? Then Shiva said, no, you should also stay here. So the Kashi has two divisions. One is called Shiva Kashi. There is one ghat, Asi Ghat, Manikarnika Ghat. That Manikarnika Ghat is the border. From the Manikarnika Ghat, this side is called Shiva Kashi. The Manikarnika Ghat, that side is called Vishnu Kashi. It's a Bindu Madhava temple. Madhava, Krishna's temple. Very ancient temple, millions of years old temple, which destroyed by Aurangzeb. When that Vishwanatha temple was destroyed and the masjid was built, at the same time, the Bindu Madhava temple was also destroyed. You heard of Tulasi Ramayana? Tulasi Das wrote that Ramayana in that Bindu Madhava temple. So there used to be a very huge, big, ancient temple which was destroyed by Aurangzeb. Unfortunately, today people know only one temple, Vishwanatha temple, renovating, but there is also Bindu Madhava. The masjid is still there. Anyway, so the speciality of the Kashi city, in India, if you are a Hindu, everybody has got one desire. The desire is we should go and die in Kashi. I don't know whether the new generation knows about this or not. So it's a very, very famous. If you are old, in your old age, you should go and be in Kashi and you should die there in Kashi. If you die in Kashi, you will get mukti, you will get liberation, moksha. Do you know what is the reason? Why it's called Moksha Nagari. Kashi is called Moksha Nagari. You will get moksha, mukti. Because in Kashi, the Shastra says, when somebody dies in the Kashi, for them, Lord Shiva, personally Lord Shiva chants the name of Lord Rama, this Hare Rama mantra, in the ears of in the person who is dying in Kashi. Just see this. This is the greatness of Kashi city. In other place, you have to remember, you have to chant. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Anta kalecha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram. At the time of death, you should remember me if you want liberation. But how to remember Lord at the time of death? It's very difficult. So, to help you, Lord Shiva in Kashi, he will chant this Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. This mantra, he will personally chant in the ears. That is why Kashi is so celebrated as Moksha Nagari. So, these are some of the points that, there are many more, so many other points. Maybe some other day we can discuss. So these are the greatness and qualities of Lord Shiva that we need to hear. We need to know how he's so self-controlled. He's a dhira. He has complete control over himself. Nobody can provoke him. He's always absorbed in meditating on Rama, the names of the Rama. And he chants the names of the Rama in the ears of the devotees in Kashi. And what is the position of Lord Shiva? How he spoke? Where is his dham? All these things. Any questions before we conclude? If anybody has any questions, please feel free to ask. Yes. There's a mic for you.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
This is Ravi Prabhu.
Yeah, please.
Prabhu, for each Brahmanda there is one Brahma Prabhu. Likewise, do you have for each Brahmanda there is one Shiva Prabhu? Because
there is Rudra, not Shiva.
Yes, Prabhu.
It is called Rudra. In every Brahmanda, there are 11 Rudras. Or maybe more, but in our universe has got 11 Rudras. But there is only one Shiva. As Shiva, he resides in Kailasa. In this world, to manage this world, when he comes, then it is not like his 100%. Some percentage of the Shiva, Amsha, that is called Rudra.
Yes.
So that is...
One more question, Prabhu. Yeah. Prabhu, Brahma has came from the Garbhodaka Shai Vishnu navel, Prabhu.
Yeah.
I don't know, is this the right question, Prabhu? From where Lord Shiva has born?
Okay. So, you see, these are all very funny questions. In a sense, these people, they are beyond time. They are beyond time. So when we ask this kind of question, even not just Lord Shiva, even us, even all of us, yes, we also belong to a place where there is nothing called time. So now when you ask how they were born or when they were born, it's very difficult to answer, because to tell, if somebody asks me what's your date of birth, you all say 1994, 1995, right? Because there is something called time in this world. I can tell, before 1994 I was not there. After 1994 I am there. And how I am born. It is possible to explain because of a phenomena called time. Now, how to explain a phenomena where there is no time? It is beyond the phenomena of Kala. But still, just an idea we can get, because these personalities, we as Atma, we also exist in a place where there is no phenomena called time. So, Lord Shiva, Brahma Samhita explains, Kshiram yatha dadhi vikara vishesha yogat sanjayate nahi tata pratagasti heto yashambhutam api tata samupaiti karyat govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Kshira. Kshira means milk. The milk is compared to Govinda, Vishnu or Narayana. Dadhi. Dadhi means the curd. Curd is Shiva. Now the example is given in the Shastra. Milk example, curd example. Now, actually milk and curd, they are same in the sense, it is from the milk only curd has come. Right? It is not it is not something different. It is from the milk only the curd has come. Isn't it? But there is some difference. At the same time, wherever milk is required, you can't use curd. Wherever curd is required, you can't use milk. So like that, Shiva and Vishnu, in a sense, they are same. In a sense, they are different. Shivaya Vishnu Rupaya Shivaya. In terms of, these are all, as I said, these are some complicated philosophical understanding. But we should know that, like an ordinary person, there is no birth for these people. They eternally exist. But the origin, just like when you take the milk and curd, you know which came first. Milk or curd? Milk or curd? Which is first? Milk. In that sense, it is Krishna, Govinda, or Narayana is the source and Shiva is that. Now if you ask the question, when the milk became curd, that we cannot answer because there is no time there. Here you can answer. Today morning my milk became curd. Yes, yes or no? Because here we have something called morning, afternoon, evening, kala. But there is no kala, so we can't answer when. But we know that milk, for sake of certain activities, became curd. The same Narayana expanded himself as Shiva. Kshiram yatha dadivikara vishesha yogat.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah. Other questions? Somebody was raising the hand. Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
I am Nanda Kishore. Prabhuji, in the image it showed that Kailasa is above the Brahmajyoti.
Yes.
But in some people tell that it is on earth, it is on near Himalayas like that. What is this confusion?
It is not confusion. You know, now the same program, whatever we are discussing, is also going live. So, some people are seeing wherever they are, ISKCON. They are sitting somewhere else, but they are seeing. At the same time, ISKCON is in Rajashinagar also. So, where it is there, Kailasa.
Okay.
But it is also visible in the earth. It is not very difficult to understand. Just because it is visible for you on the earth doesn't mean it is not there. It is there also, it is here also. You understood? It is here. If you want, you can go. But till today, nobody has gone on Kailasa. It is not possible also. With all the scientific development, if you go and type Google, has anybody gone on Kailasa, you will see the answer no. No spaceship or nothing can go there. So the Kailasa is there so that we all can take blessings of Lord Shiva in this world. Okay, all these things, not just Kailasa, any dham like Ayodhya or Dwaraka or this Kailasa, they all actually are in the spiritual world. But at the same time, they are also visible to you, accessible to you on this planet also. Not very difficult to understand. Okay. Other questions? Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
I am Venkatesh.
Yes.
So Lord Shiva also got angry, right, and destroyed Kamadeva.
Yes.
So please explain this. Like as
Okay.
you said, Lord Shiva could able to control his anger, but
Yeah.
in this case he got angry.
Yeah.
So
I also told. So when we say somebody like Lord Shiva doesn't get angry means it's not that he is incapable of anger. Anger is under his control. He is not controlled by anger. There is a difference between you controlling your Instagram account or Instagram account controlling you. You controlling Facebook account or Facebook account controlling you, right? So when I say that, I didn't say that Shiva will not get angry. Whenever he wants angry, under his control, for the benefit of the world, for a pastime purpose, he gets. Not that anger controls him. Like for us, when anger comes, now you tell all of you, see, now I will control my anger. None of us can say like that. We are at that time, we are controlled by anger, isn't it? But Shiva is not like that. So when that Kamadeva, what you are saying, Skanda Purana, Kumara Sambhava, it is for sake of another pastime. There are, Puranas are like that. There is so much of a history. For everything there is another reason. For that there is another reason. Some another occasion we will discuss why Shiva had to burn. Because there was a Brahma Shapa for Rati Devi that she has to lose her husband because she had laughed at something else. So for whatever reason. So there is another reason that why Shiva had to burn Manmatha. Not because he was angry and he burned out of his anger. That was anyway Leela. You understand?
Thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah. Any other questions? Another answer, Lord Shiva is in which color? What is the bodily complexion of Lord Shiva? Bluish. You know why? Because Lord Shiva is completely absorbed himself in the thoughts of Lord Sri Krishna, according to Bhagavatam 4th canto. If you read 4th canto Rudra Gita, you will see how Lord Shiva is completely absorbed himself. Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna, but what is his bodily color? Golden. Why? He's absorbed in the mood of Radharani. Radharani is called Gaurangi, golden color. So because he is in the mood of Gaurangi, he is called Gauranga. So like that, Lord Shiva is absorbed in the mood of Lord Krishna. His bodily complexion is turned into bluish. Why he wears snake color? Why he is blue color? And you know that Vibhuti? How many lines you see? 3 lines. Actually that is Nama, Vishnu Nama, according to Padma Purana. But Shiva doesn't wear like the way we are wearing. There is a reason for that. Shiva has one more job. He's a very, very compassionate person. See here the bluish body. Can you all see this? So, Lord Shiva is very compassionate. Whenever he sees people who are not Krishna conscious, he becomes very compassionate upon them. He wants to make them devotees. Especially those who have performed heinous activities. They have no chance of getting Krishna Bhakti. Such people, Shiva wants to give them Krishna Bhakti. Like Prabhupada went to America and preached to hippies. First of all, in our India, so-called caste Brahmanas only, all these things are given traditionally. Even if you want to preach, you can preach to those who are born in India. But Prabhupada went all the way to America who have no idea what is Krishna. And they are also not so great people. Those who are hippies, they are like, taking, what is that? LSD, intoxicants, illicit sex. Such people. Because Vaishnava paradukha dukhi. Any devotee is like that. Like recently, devotees are doing book distribution. Many times when you are doing book distribution, some people ask, kitna commission milta hai aapko? They think if every time you sell one Bhagavad Gita, you must be getting some money. Otherwise, why is somebody selling some books on the road? It's so difficult for them to understand. When you tell them, no, I am an engineer, I do some volunteer service by doing this book, they get real, no, there must be some commission. Otherwise, why you are asking me, buy 100 Bhagavad Gita? See, when in the network marketing, more and more you sell, more and more profit you will get. Yes or no? So they have the same doubt. They don't know. These devotees who are doing book distribution, they get even 1 paisa also they will not get. They are doing because they feel this knowledge should help these people. So Vaishnava is like that, Shiva is like that. So he has one personal interest. Like Prabhupada told his disciples, all of you go to different place and spread Krishna Bhakti. That's why so many devotees, ISKCON devotees went to Africa. Everywhere they made devotees. So Shiva also is that kind of a person. He wants to make everyone devotee. So for that, he has selected some place to go and preach Krishna Bhakti. You know what is that place? Crematorium. Crematorium is a place where all Bhuta, Preta, Pishachas, that kind of people stay. And who are these Pishachis? Bhuta, Preta, Pishachis. They are those people who have done something wrong and in a heinous manner they have died. They are not eligible to get next body. They have to suffer without the body. They are called Pishachi. Pishacha Janma means you are not getting next body so easily. You have to suffer without the body. And they are all Bhuta, Preta, Pishachas. But Shiva is so compassionate upon them. The laws of nature, his own wife, Durga Devi, Parvati, she is not giving, she is called Prakriti. She is not giving the next body. But husband, he is so compassionate upon them. He wants to go and help them. So he is going and staying in this crematorium. Smashan, Samshan. He is staying there and he is making all those Bhuta, Preta, Pishachis feel comfortable so that they'll all come to him first. they'll think, okay, here is one person. And if he goes in fully, properly dressed as a Vaishnava, they'll all run away. They get scared. Oh my God, this person probably has come to give us punishment, something like that. So he goes, he dresses himself like police. Sometimes they go in mufti. You know what is mufti means? They go in civil dress. They don't wear their uniform. They go in some normal dress, so that these criminals, they think, oh, he is also one among us. Right? Then they will reveal their secret. This police, they wear dressed like you and me. They go, here, who is there? They will tell, something like that. They'll tell. If you go in police dress, nobody will come to you. So even though he's a great Vaishnava, he dressed himself in a manner which is comfortable for Bhuta, Preta, Pishachis too. He likes to be approachable. When you go for a business meeting, will you go, how will you go when you go for a business meeting? Please tell me. You will wear blazer, you will wear a suit, so that you are approachable in that business meeting. When you come to ISKCON temple for festival service, you wear dhoti, you wear kurta. So, right? So Shiva dresses himself like this, what you are seeing, to attract. Can you imagine how much karuna or mercy he's carrying in his heart? To attract people like us. In Kali Yuga, the Pishachis are there everywhere. In paying guests, in cities. Because the lifestyle is Pishachi lifestyle. Pishachis are awake in the night. Now everybody is awake in the night. You don't have to die to become Pishachi. Kali Yuga is so degraded, before death only, already they've got a Pishachi lifestyle. Like for example, evening time sleeping is a job of Pishachis. Pishachis sleep in the evening time. In my home when I was small, first of all, it's just unthinkable, unimaginable somebody sleeping in the evening. Nobody will sleep. I've never seen. Even if somebody sleeps, they will tell, don't sleep in the evening. Pishachi's time it is. And that's what in 3rd canto Srimad Bhagavatam, Kardama Muni says. Evening, anybody sleeps, Pishachis will enter in their body. So they have their own timings. Everybody has their own timing. Like temple has timing, 8 to this time to this time. So like that, the timing is there. So today, like Shiva is staying in crematorium. So everywhere there is a crematorium. Why in crematorium? Because everybody is eating some flesh. Some dead bodies will be there. Pishachis will come and eat that flesh and this and that. So here like that, there are Pishachi kind of people eating the flesh everywhere. KFC, 5-star chicken, Mekki, Wow, who gets attracted to that kind of place? Pishachi mentality people. They want to eat the flesh and sitting there and all. Doesn't matter. The devotees of Lord Shiva, following his footsteps, his sampradaya, they'll come everywhere to preach to you. In KFC, please take Bhagavad Gita, please come for ISKCON. They're all followers of Lord Shiva because they're so compassionate. So Lord Shiva dresses himself in a manner to attract Bhuta, Preta, Pishachis. That is his Gana. They are his associates. And in the Shastra it is said, Sadhu Sangha, Lavamatra Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Siddhi Hoya Sarva Shastra Kaya. When you spend your time with Vaishnavas or Sadhus, you become purified. So, the Lord Shiva lives in the crematorium in all such places and gives association to all Bhuta, Preta, Pishachis. He slowly preaches and he changes them. He makes them devotees. And once they become devotees, Shastra says, from Kailasa, they will all go to Vaikuntha. So that is why Shiva's dress is like this. Is this clear? Okay. Any last question? Yes. Okay, we see 2 hands. After that, we'll stop.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Myself Dhanashekar. I have one question, like in Bhagavad Gita, Purport, 2nd chapter, Prabhupada mentions he compares Shiva and Haridas Thakur, wherein
they were
Shiva,
able to control themselves.
Yeah. I mean, Shiva got attracted to Mohini and Haridas, Thakur was not attracted. So how to understand this?
Yeah, that is given for a pastime sake. That how, please sit down. Even a person like Shiva, he goes to Lord Vishnu and says, I want to see your Mohini form. So Lord Vishnu says, no, not required. It is extremely bewildering and alluring form. So in the Shastra it is mentioned in Bhagavatam that the Lord performed that pastime to show that how Mohini can attract everyone, including Lord Shiva. It's not that Lord Shiva is like somebody who gets attracted. Even if he gets attracted, he can get attracted to the beauty of the Lord only. The Mohini is also, it's an incarnation of Lord. So that way only we have to understand. Okay. Yes, Safal, last question.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, so my question is like in Srimad Bhagavatam it is mentioned Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambhu.
Yes.
So, but in another reference in Kurma Purnana it is given that Shri Krishna is the greatest devotee of Shiva. So how do we understand this, Prabhu?
Okay. That is given in the even this, there is one very famous verse called Lingashtaka. Brahma Murari Surarchita Lingam Tat Pranamami. You heard of that? So there also it is said Brahma Murari Sura Archita Lingam. So Murari referring to the Lord Vishnu, Krishna, Narayana, Rama. So when the Supreme Lord came as Rama in the Rama incarnation, so he worshipped Linga in the Rameshwaram. That is called Rama Ishvara. The Lord Ram worshipped Shiva. So that is to demonstrate, because when Ram came, he came to set an ideal king, an ideal, how an ideal person lives. So as an ideal person, when you're living, you have to respect the Lord Shiva. You have to worship, you have to see that many times people have this misunderstanding. When I become a devotee, I will now disrespect everybody. Who is a Shiva? Who is this? No. The Lord himself is teaching. If you want to be my devotee, you should learn how to worship and respect my devotees. So for that purpose, it is said that he displayed that Leela of that. So referring to that, everywhere it is mentioned as Brahma Murari Surarchita Lingam. He is a devotee like that. And also after that war with Ravana, so Lord Rama came to Rameshwaram and he wanted to worship Shiva. And because Rama wanted to tell, see, even when you fight, after fight, you're not supposed to carry revenge and hatredness towards anybody. So even after killing Ravana, so Lord Rama wanted to perform certain purificatory process to set an example to whole world that how to respect another person. Okay, I fought because he kidnapped my wife, but I don't carry any hatredness towards that person. You see how we have to see how Rama's character is so glorious. After killing the Ravana, he told Vibhishana, please do Antya Samskara, the final rite. Vibhishana said, impossible. I don't want to even see the face of this Ravana. Rama said, you should not do like this. The war is over. Now you have to respect him. You have to do this. So Rama insisted. Then Vibhishana did Antya Samskara. After that, Ram came to Rameshwaram and he said, he is a devotee of Lord Shiva. Ram was thinking Ravana is devotee of Lord Shiva. He was a very great devotee of Lord Shiva, whatever it is. So now that I have killed the devotee of Lord Shiva, I have to worship Lord Shiva because I have killed his devotee. So in this way, Lord Rama told Hanuman, I need on Shivalinga. Please go and bring on Shivalinga from Kailasa. So the Hanuman went to Kailas to bring on Shivalinga. But Hanuman also wanted one Shivalinga for himself because he is so inspired by Lord Shiva's character. Meanwhile, it was getting delayed. So because he has to quickly go, Bharat is waiting. So Mother Sita made one Shivalinga in that sand. So Ram worshipped it. So this connection to all this is what you are referring in different Puranas.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so probably the last one.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, my question is, I was debating online. So one person said me that Brahma Samhita is not a Vedic book. It just found in some temple in 16th century. How you believe that it is really authentic?
So let him give evidences why we should not believe. Then we will talk to him further. See, always all of you should know, whenever somebody comes and tells you, What is the evidence of God? You please reverse the question and ask them, where is the evidence that there is no God? It is not our job to explain to them. It is their job to explain how Brahma Samhita is not a scripture. Okay, something is found in the temple, so it cannot be a Vedic literature. If you find Vedic literature in a temple, can it not be a Vedic literature? So what is the problem? First you tell me exactly what is the problem.
Problem is in Vedas, anywhere it is not mentioned.
So has he
Before
studied all the
16th century.
Vedas? The person who is saying, in the Vedas it is not found, you ask him, sir, I didn't know that you have studied all the Vedas. Has he studied all the Vedas? Then how is he saying that it is not there in the Vedas? You understand? You know at least, right? Even if there is somebody who is asking, you ask him, have you read Bhagavad Gita first? 700 shlokas. You have not even read Bhagavad Gita. How do you know that in the Vedas, lakhs and lakhs and lakhs of samhitas and prayers and suktas and mandalas, all of them are there. How does he know it is not there? Now I'm asking you, how does he know?
Because he didn't study it.
No, then why are you even taking his question seriously? As I told you, when Daksha was unnecessarily speaking, Shiva just walked out. My no reply is a reply to you. For this kind of people is also like that. Our no reply is our reply.
I don't
That
have
you
any-
don't
any
even
answer.
deserve our reply. Because if somebody who has studied all the Vedas and Upanishads comes and asks, I like to explain to that person where it is Brahma Samhita, where and all that I can explain. Somebody doesn't even know how to study the Vedas. What is Aranyaka? What is a Samhita? What is a Brahmana in the Veda? Nothing he knows, and how can I go and tell him? Where is the Samhita, Brahma Samhita? Simply, sentimentally, some people see in social media, you should all understand, don't answer to everybody. Everybody don't deserve our answer on social media. I recently did this mistake. On one video, somebody asked, I answered. So in return, that person is asking another question. I told you, see, here on Instagram comment, I cannot explain to you such a complicated topic. He's saying, oh, it's okay if you don't know the answer. I was thinking, why did I answer this person? That person is saying, it's okay if you don't know the answer. So you are expecting me to explain to you some complicated topic. Why Rama, left Sita in the forest? He's asking. Now he is expecting me that I should enlighten such a complicated topic on Instagram comment. Now, what is their expectation? I told, if you are serious, please, come for a Zoom session. I will explain to you. Then I was thinking in my mind, for how many people I can conduct Zoom session? Better don't even respond to these people. They're not serious. It's not the way to ask question. That's what I said. Social media has made everyone like this. They think we can ask any question to anybody, wherever we want, however we want. Asking question means you have to be serious, no? Come seriously, we will answer to you. Anyway, so it is not true. Brahma Samhita is authorized a Vedic literature. The Supreme Lord accepted and gave it to us. Whether he accepts or not, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has accepted. So our problem is over. Who accepts it? Let's say somebody comes and tell you that I don't accept your degree certificate. I don't want to talk to you because my university has accepted. Google has accepted. Infosys has accepted. Why should I answer? If I try to answer to you, I'm wasting my time. That's all over. Okay, so we'll stop. You want to ask something? Okay. No question is small. Okay.
What is the significance of Rudraksha and Trishul?
Rudraksha is, there is one tree, Rudraksha tree, which the fruit, it bears some fruits, and inside that fruit there are some seeds. As I told you, you can notice Lord Shiva is a personification of simple living. His name is Ashutosh. In Sanskrit, tosha, tushti means satisfaction. Ashu means something very quickly. Quickly he gets satisfied. He's a simple living person. In there, Shukadev Goswami in Dashamaskanda Bhagavatam explains all these things. So anything, something simple, he decorates himself. Lord Shiva is that. It's as simple as some Rudraksha. Because it is dear to Lord Shiva, dear means something else. So people also wear it. But if you really want to follow Lord Shiva, you have to follow the simple living style that Lord Shiva follows. Even though, can you imagine, Krishna has handed over entire management of the material world in his hand. He's called what? Trilokanath. Right? One of the name is Trilokanath, Vishwanath. Like in Kashi, he's called Vishwanath. Varanasi Purapatim Bhaja Vishwanatham. So he's Vishwanath. Can you imagine if he's a Vishwanatha, what should be his palace? Wherever you see, he's a head. Now, if you expect somebody is a head and his living location, you will expect Rashtrapati Bhavan. I don't know how many of you have seen Rashtrapati Bhavan. When you go, you will see one huge 300-acre place it is there. There is one garden, 300-acre garden in Delhi. 300 square feet one room also we will not get in Delhi, capital city. But that Rashtrapati is living in one place, 300-acre garden is there for him. And this person, he's a Vishwanatha, Trilokanatha. What is his power? What is his role? What is his... But how is he living? He's just living in one place. Kailasa, simple place. Nothing, no expectation. Why? Because he is an Acharya. He's a Guru. He's an Acharya. In his own life, he's teaching how in this material world, don't build any home and this and that and all. Just, leave it. So, anything that Lord Shiva wears, his devotees want to follow that. So, because Lord Shiva wearing Rudraksha and all these things, so people also want to do that. But in reality, if you really want to follow Lord Shiva, don't drink bhang, don't smoke ganja. This is not very like that. Yes, you can wear Rudraksha because that will, just like by the Lord Shiva is wearing snake because that will remind him Sankarshana Rama. When you wear Rudraksha, that will remind you Lord Shiva. But eventually when you adopt simple living, chant the holy names of the Lord and follow great qualities of self-control, anger control, that's how we become real devotees of Lord Shiva. Is it okay? Okay. We'll stop here. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Maha Shivaratri ki jai. Hare Krishna.